هي كرة مقطوعة الآن، كرة بالأمام إلى
This is it. This is my moment. Diving head this ball away and I'm a legend. I'm a hero.
الحمل مقطوعة بالراس. هذه الهدية فرصة
Gavin, mate, what the f was that? Good evening, amigos and amigas. How are we all doing today? Your favourite place for horrendous dad jokes, aka football this week, is back once again. And I'll be bringing you the best of football this week. But before we get into the juicy goodness of all of that, I've got to say an absolutely humongous thank you for 200,000 subscribers. This is the first video I've made since it happened. I've not seen anything like what the channel is doing at the moment, and it's all down to you lot. The support has been absolutely insane for any of the videos that I do, FTW or otherwise. So thank you for being so accepting, and thank you for changing everything a lot. Like, I really appreciate it an absolute ton. You're all absolute heroes. Anyway, we had the small matter of a Europa League final on Wednesday. It was a clash of titans of the English game, a clash of teams from the capital. Chelsea versus Arsenal. They lost 4-1. I'm not gonna lie to you boys, it wasn't even close at all. Goals from Olivier Giroud, Pedro, and a brace from Eden Hazard in what is likely his last Chelsea game secured the victory for the Blues. If only it was 2013 for Arsenal. A goal and an assist for Olivier Giroud scoring past Petr Cech would have been a delightful result. Am I right, boys? We got someone dressed up as Big Ben for the game. I see Henrik Mkhitaryan was trying all sorts of tactics to smuggle his way into the stadium. As expected, one of the big stories was how many empty seats there were. I just feel for whoever had to announce how many people were actually at the game. And tonight's attendance for today's Europa League final is 6.5. How can there even be a 0.5? How does that even work? On top of that, the actual inside of the stadium was causing issues too. This is the view from a front row seat at the stadium. A front row seat. You need a return bus ticket to get to the pitch from here. I've got to say that's somewhat of a shambles from the kit man to leave Gonzalo Higuain's shirt out on the side of the pitch. Troops was in attendance at the game and got picked up by the cameras. Obviously, it was a disastrous result for Arsenal, and I do feel sorry for Arsenal fans, but Arsenal Fan TV itself is gonna be an absolute goldmine after that.
It's time to go!
Rob Green lifting a Europa League title, having contributed approximately 0 minutes to the cause, is a step too far. I've had enough of this. Anyway, elsewhere, Aston Villa managed to put themselves a place in the Premier League next season by beating Derby 2-1 in the Championship playoff final. I'll be honest, Derby didn't really turn up. They put pressure on right towards the end and made it difficult for Villa, but generally speaking, they deserved to lose. Jack Grealish was captain. He managed to lead his side to victory despite placing his boots on a nuclear bomb site before the match. Tyrone Mings left his entire kit on the whole journey back home and for the night out afterwards. Alright, I'm marking the blonde at the bar. You look after the DJ. Tyrone, mate, the game ended 6 hours ago. What are you... Take your shin pads off, mate. Meanwhile, Aston Villa fan Prince William was going nuts in the crowd at Wembley. At least he's loyal to his football club, I guess, rather than other elements of his life. I feel like bad-mouthing a member of the royal family might genuinely be treason. So if you don't see me for a while... So, Derby County, did you manage to get promoted to the Premier League this time?
Sadly, I have not been able to do so. I tried 3 times.
Leeds United started piping up for some reason, rubbing salt in the wounds for Derby. Didn't Derby knock you out in the semi-finals? You're still playing in the Championship, you do realise that, right? All the Aston Villa players are quite rightfully out on the town. Jack Grealish was out on a night out till 7 AM and got back on the drinking at 4. It could be a busy transfer window for Jack Grealish as he gets his dream move to Alcoholics Anonymous. Let's just hope someone actually gets him to bed this time.
Tengo la sensación que tendría que haberlo parado antes el árbitro. Aquí se la falta. Ahí se metieron muchos, se metieron. Fue legal, pero se metieron. Y ahí queda lastimado el 10 de Central Córdoba, Robles. Fíjate que le tiran a... Ahí, no es falta de Pio.
Right, does anyone want to explain what in the tits is going on in Argentina? I feel like there were definitely at least 16 tackles during that were worthy of a foul. All right, play on. Advantage given. Play on again. Get up, mate. He's got the ball. Play on. You're good. You're still good, boys. It gets even better because as the referee's trying to send one of them off, he accidentally elbows someone. Forget about the rest of them fighting him. The ref's needing a 3-game suspension now. So over at Old Trafford, Manchester United legends and Bayern Munich legends had a friendly game. It sort of commemorated that Champions League final in 1999, and it was a friendly. You know, it's meant to be nice and calm. No tempers flaring. Just everyone enjoying the day out.
Well, Scholes here, up and running. We can do with them two at the back, you know.
Did Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just admit that 50-year-old men are better than Chris Smalling and Phil Jones? To be fair, David Beckham was out here ending careers as well. Having said that, they're technically already ended because they've retired. He's probably got much more of an attacking intent than Alexis Sanchez, so get him in. Now, over in Spain, Barcelona played Valencia in the Copa del Rey final. They actually lost to Valencia. Barcelona lost in the Copa del Rey final. And a lot of people think that combining that with the Champions League disaster against Liverpool, Ernesto Valverde might get the sack as Barca manager. To be honest, I don't care about any of that. The best thing to happen was after the game, when Valencia's manager was addressing the fans. Yep, that was ex-Arsenal defender Gabriel slide tackling his own manager. To be fair, if that happened in the Argentinian game, the referee would have waved play on.
Assessing his options, went back to his goalkeeper, and then Phillips allowing the ball.
I'll be the first to admit, that's not the best way to start a playoff final. Somehow, Charlton recovered from that happening in the 4th minute of their League One playoff final to beat Sunderland with a last-minute goal. It was absolute limbs. Sunderland fans, not so appreciative. Tell you what, that Sunderland Netflix documentary they're making's gonna be absolute class. Isn't that the default celebration on Pez? Now, I know I say this a lot, but still 0-0 could be the best ever this week. So over in the Dutch 4th Division, FC Herk and Harkemaza boys, I've probably butchered those names, I'm really sorry. We've got a good goal scoring opportunity, that's what I'm trying to say. The number 21 for Herk gets a shot away, it deflects off the keeper, clawed away, it's put back in the mix. He's given the goal. The referee scored a goal.
World class!
The ball has actually bounced off the referee, gone over the line, and he's had to give it. It's a goal. At the end of the day, it just happens to have come off him. I have so many questions, though. What will the goal be labelled as? Will it say the referee's name next to it? Did it win the team in white the game? I just want to know everything. This picture of Arsene Wenger skipping past Zinedine Zidane as if it's nobody's business might be the best picture of all time. That is until he loses the ball 3 seconds later. Speaking of which, Arsene Wenger was actually trending over the course of the week. Apparently, he's looking for a new job outside of management, which is convenient because seemingly there's one that's just become available. So Arsene, mate, if you fancy it. So Atalanta qualified for the Champions League for the first time in their history this week. And for some strange reason, I want them to win the whole thing.
Il livello si è alzato.
Drink the beer. I'm trying to do an interview. I can't. What are you on about? How am I gonna... Just drink the beer. All right, calm down, Jack Grealish.
Una squadra meravigliosa.
La sigla della Champions.
I formally request for this man to be my best mate. We gather here today to pay our respects. Over in Scotland, Celtic have completed the treble, which would be an achievement if the SPL wasn't full of farmers from Aberdeen. I think my favourite part of the entire situation was this man sat on a traffic light being given a beer by a man on a homemade fishing rod out of a window. Only in Glasgow, honestly. Staying north of the border, this kid had a very inventive way to knock out one of his teeth. This kid is an absolute nutcase. He's gonna be the type to throw himself through a bus stop at 3 AM on a lad's holiday. I can see it coming already. But finally, we've got one of my favourite football threads of the entire year so far. A Liverpool fan managed to track the exact plane that Memphis Depay was taking and tried to assume that he was using it to come to England to have some sort of medical or some sort of transfer talks with Liverpool. It included an actual map of the route that the plane was taking. Unfortunately, halfway through, he turned to go back to the Netherlands, which is where he's from. But while it lasted, it was some absolutely brilliant detective work, and I love to see it. That, though, wraps up football this week, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, slap a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. Once again, massive thank you for 200k. It's mental. I genuinely never expected to hit numbers like that, so thank you so much. But overall, it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.